Well, good morning, my lovelies. Today we're going to do a wonderful story. It's a classic story and it's called Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It involves three bears that used to live in the woods. The really big bear, big Papa Bear. There's a big Papa Bear. And the middle-sized Mama Bear. And the little tiny Baby Bear. All lived in a little cottage in the forest, in the woods. So every morning they would have their porridge, and on this particular day, like they did many mornings, the Mama Bear had cooked them some lovely porridge, but it was a little bit too hot. So they said, let's go out into the bush and let's search for some honey. So off the three bears went, the family of bears, off out into the bush in search of some delicious honey. Now around that time, a little girl called Goldilocks happened to be walking around in the forest. This is Goldilocks here. See her beautiful golden hair? And she could smell a delicious smell coming from that little cottage in the forest. So Goldilocks came up to the little cottage in the woods and she knocked on the door. No one answered, so she knocked again. And the door just opened. Goldilocks walked in and she could see where that delicious smell had been coming from. She looked at the big bowl of porridge and she decided to try some of that porridge first. Oh, this is too hot. So then she went to the medium-sized bowl or the middle-sized bowl. See that little red one there? And she tried some of that porridge. Oh, this is too cold. And so then she found a little tiny bowl and tried the porridge from that bowl. Oh, yum, this is just right. And she gobbled it all up. So after eating the porridge from Baby Bear's bowl, Goldilocks was feeling a little bit tired. So she looked over to where she could rest and, oh, wonderful, there's 3 chairs. I think I'll have a rest in those chairs. So Goldilocks, first of all, she sat in Papa Bear's chair. This chair is too hard. She didn't like that one very much. Then she thought she'd have a go in this nice little pink chair. This is a medium-sized chair. This chair is too soft. Okay, so she didn't like that one either. So then she found a little chair over here, which must have been Baby Bear's chair, and she said, this chair is just right. But she was too big and she broke the chair. Oh no. But Goldilocks was still feeling tired, so she decided to go upstairs and look for a bed. Oh, wonderful, there's beds. Let's try some of these beds. Oh. So first, she lay on Papa Bear's great big bed, but it was too hard for her. Then she lay on Mama Bear's middle-sized bed, but it was too soft. Then she lay down on Baby Bear's bed. It wasn't too hard, it wasn't too soft, it was just right. So she fell fast asleep. Now the 3 bears had a lovely time out looking for honey, and they'd found some really delicious honey, but they were looking forward to their porridge. So back they came inside the house. Someone's been eating my porridge, said Daddy Bear in his big Daddy Bear voice. Someone's been eating my porridge, said Mama Bear in her medium-sized voice. And someone's been eating my porridge and they've eaten it all up, said Baby Bear. Then they came over to the chairs and they noticed the chairs had been moved. Someone's been sitting in my chair, said Papa Bear in his big, loud voice. Someone's been sitting in my chair, said Mama Bear in her medium-sized voice. And someone's been sitting in my chair and they've broken it. So then they all ran upstairs to find out if someone was still in the house. Papa Bear looked at his bed and said, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," in his big, loud voice. And Mama Bear looked at her bed and said, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," in her middle-sized voice. "And someone's been sleeping in my bed, but they're still there," said Baby Bear. When she saw the three bears looking at her, she jumped out of bed. She ran downstairs. The three bears called her to come back, but Goldilocks ran. She ran out the door and she ran and she ran. And the three bears never saw her again. And that's the end of the story. Did you enjoy that story? I love that story. Do you have someone in your family that's tall and someone that's medium and someone that's a small size, just like the Baby Bear family and his family? Okay, thank you children. Have a lovely day. Bye.